Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to achieve this look with the marvelous and great semi-sweet chocolate palette from Too Faced. This is their latest palette this season, and I believe this might be the latest palette this year. So there is a full review up in my channel if you're interested in watching all the swatches and seeing more in-depth review. This is how it looks like. It's an amazing colorful palette. And I have been lately obsessed with this color over here, which is the jewel tone. It's called Blueberry Swirl, and I'm literally obsessed with this color. It gives such an amazing variety of looks, and this is one of the looks that I put together for you guys. I really hope you guys like it, and if you're interested in learning how I did this, please keep on watching. Alright, for this look I'm going to start by applying a primer. I'm going to go with my Smudge Proof from NARS. I'm just going to apply a thin coat all over my eyes. Now I'm going to go with my semi-sweet chocolate palette from Too Faced. And I'm going to bring a flat shade brush. And for this look I'm going to be using Blueberry Swirl. I'm going to grab that color. I'm going to place it in my lower lid, and I'm just packing in the color. I'm not rubbing it, just packing it in, and then when I'm taking the color I'm just pressing the color into the pan. That way you have the less fallout, and it's the right technique to pick up your eyeshadow. If you rub it or brush it, you're going to really create a mess on your eyeshadows. Just really press into the pan and swirl a little bit, and then just pat in the color into your lid. Now notice that I am leaving the space on my tear dot and a little bit, like a third into my lid without color, because I'm going to place some light over there. So just place from that point all the way to the outer part of your lid. Now with a blending fluffy brush, I'm going just to soften a little bit the edges. Now notice that I've stopped right in the crease, so where my eye naturally folds, that's where you want to stop. So every eye shape is different, but you always will notice where is it that your eye folds. And that's exactly where your crease is, and that's where you want to stop for this look. You don't want to go any further. And I'm just really softly going windshield wiping motions and circular motions all around the work area to soften any hardness. Now with a clean fluffy blending brush, this is E38 or the same one that I was using, I'm going to come with peanut butter. And peanut butter is this amazing reddish orangey color, and this is an amazing color for you to blend in any color. So just grab a little bit of that and come right into your crease. And I'm going to come very softly, just dusting in. I don't want to come with too much color. I just need a little bit of color to soften that crease and to have a nice transition. So make sure that you just come in very gently and softly, and then you can do circular motions, little circles all across, or just windshield wiping motions, whatever works best for you. But usually the technique is the same when you're applying anything to your crease, and that's exactly what you want to really understand when you're learning to apply makeup. What is it that works for you according to the tightness of your skin, the brush that you have. So all of those things are into consideration. Now notice that I don't have any hardness. You cannot really tell where that color really starts or ends on my brow bone. That's what I want. Then I'm going to come a little bit down into my lid to also soften out the transition between the Blueberry Swirl and peanut butter, and have that nice smooth open transition over there. Alright, once that you have created that smooth, nice transition, I'm going to grab a tapered blending brush. And the tapered blending brush basically has a domed tip to it, so that's what you want to use. This is my small tapered blending E45 from Sigma, or you can use a MAC 226. Now I'm going to be using this to do my outer V or to deepen a little bit my crease. And for this look, I can actually go with Hot Fudge, which is a very dark brown, or Truffled as well. I want to use something in between so I don't have very dark crease. I'm going to use Truffled. And Truffled is a matte color, so make sure you dust off the excess. I'm going to look right a little bit up, so my mirror is down, so I'm looking up a little bit so I can see my crease, and I'm going to just come right into that crease. All I have to do is a little bit of pressure and come back and forth, and that is it. You will follow the natural eye shape that you have. Your eyeball will kind of mark down the path for your brush. To just make sure that you have a steady hand and you just press against your skin, not too much, but enough so that the brush can actually follow the path. I'm going to close a little bit here to do my V, and I'm going to come inwards to blend in with the Blueberry Swirl. Now for the tear dot area, which is the area that it really awakens your eyes and actually drags in light and gives that really fancy pro effect. You want to find something that really works for you. In this case, I'm going to go for a pigment, and it's MAC. This is Vanilla from MAC. So if you have anything that is shimmery white but not frost white, you want something with a little bit of a yellow undertone. So that's why I went with Vanilla, because it's just the right color for this. And you might see that many makeup artists use Vanilla for the brow bone and for the tear dot and even for some highlighting effects. So I'm just going to grab, this is the lid, I'm going to grab just a tiny bit because a little bit goes a long way, and I'm going to go right in the tear dot and start to drag in that color. Vanilla is the perfect color for this kind of shading, right? So once you get to the point where the blue is, just make sure that you blend in both colors so there's no harsh transition. So with the same brush, all you need to do is do a little bit of a sweep back and forth in the middle to have a smooth transition, and there you go. Now, since this look is fairly matte, I don't really have too much shimmer other than the tear dot and a little bit on the blue. It's not really shimmery. I'm going to grab a little bit of that Vanilla and go in my brow bone very gently and softly, just to get enough light to look highlighted, but I'm not going to grab much. So whatever I have left in the brush, make sure that you just dust off very well when grabbing some more pigment there. I'm just going to go on my brow bone, and you can already see how beautiful that pigment works as a highlighter. It's just a very beautiful effect. Now for my lower lash line, and this is completely optional. You can do the same browns down or any other color that looks a little bit more wearable, but since I want to kick it up a notch, I'm going to using my Sephora Crayon Contour eye pencil 12-hour wear. This is a waterproof kohl, and the color is Summer Cruise. It's a beautiful teal color. So I'm just going to go all along my lower lash line. Alright, now I'm going to grab a detail brush. This is, I don't even remember where I got this from, but just any detail brush will do. I'm going to go with Blueberry Swirl, and I'm just going to grab a little bit of that color and position that on the lash line, on the outer part of it. And now the last little trick that I'm going to use is a little bit of glitter eyeliner. This is from Sephora, and the color is called Evening Blue. You can use any other color that you want. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to just place a little bit of that on the first part of my inner lash line. and then connect it towards without reaching the end. Alright, so that's pretty much for the eyes. I'm going to curl up my lashes, put on some mascara, falsies, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I have come back and put my falsies and applied my eyeliner and mascara. So now all I'm going to do is contour a little bit and apply a little bit of concealer. Okay, now I'm going to apply a little bit of concealer. I'm going to go with my Pro Longwear from MAC. I'm just going to grab a small, well, this is a Airbrush Concealer Pro from Sephora. It's actually quite a good concealer brush and it applies nicely. So I'm going to apply just a little tear dot there and go right underneath my eye area. Now I'm also going to drag it a little bit further into the brow just to have a little bit of light over there. And then I'm also going to drag that color into the cheek area. Now you have to work this product fast because it dries quite fast, and once it sets it's not going anywhere, so make sure that you're actually working one eye at a time, just like that. Okay, so concealer's applied. Now I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. Now I'm going to do a little bit of contouring, and from my last visit to MAC, the guy that did my makeup, and it was an amazing makeover for me because I got to see somebody see me through their own eyes and do makeup, and it was quite refreshing. So he used the Tan Dark Mineralized Skin Finish for my contour, so I actually got it to try it at home, and I've been liking very nice how that works. So I'm going to go with a angled contour brush. This is F40 from Sigma, and I'm just going to get a little bit of that and start buffering right at the hollows of my cheeks very lightly, because it actually does a very subtle effect. So it's a nice subtle contour effect that I actually liked a lot on me, better than the very heavy contour that you can actually tell that there's something going on. So this one gives a very natural contour effect. I love this one. It's a very nice product that I never really thought could be used for contouring, but Mineralized Skin Finish, if you use the tan one at least, it gives the same effect that if you were using a bronzer. Now for my blush, I'm going to go with Hourglass, and this is in color Luminous Flush, and I'm going to go with a dual fiber brush. This is F50, and I'm just whirling around a little bit, tapping off the excess and coming right in the apples of my cheeks, very softly. This color is very natural looking, very just flower kissed kind of look, which is one of the things that I like the most, to look very natural and flower kissed. Putting a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin so it looks natural. And now to finish up the look, I'm going to go with my ambient lighting from Hourglass as well, and I'm going to be using incandescent light, which is my go-for highlighting purposes. I'm going to go underneath my eye area, or right on the top of my cheek as you know it. I'm just really getting that attention in that area. A little bit of my chin, bridge of the nose, and a little bit on my forehead, right in the center. There you go. Now for my lips, I'm going to go with Melted Fig, and this is completely optional. This is a purpley color, and I just love the way this goes with blue, so that's why I'm using it. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it and that you like the outcome. I do believe it's a very flattering look, very nice, very subtle, contoured, because the eyes are the center of attention, and a little bit that lips that look juicy and are not a very common color that you guys, if you don't know how to use that fig, you know, purpley color, it's always nice mix with blue. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed for more videos, to follow me on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram if you are not already subscribed, so you can keep yourself up with all the news and all the good stuff that I keep posting there. And I see you guys very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.